Hey everyone, it's your girl Layla. Welcome back to my channel.
Through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays, and on we'll go.
So in today's video, I am going to be talking about how to start a YouTube channel in 2020. I just have so many videos planned at the moment that it's kind of overwhelming. Like, I was gonna film yesterday, but I literally just like blanked out and I'm like, what am I supposed to be filming again? I wanted to start this year off by just helping you guys that want to start doing YouTube and want to just have like online side hustles. I will do a separate video on online side hustles and like how to make money online and all of that stuff in a separate video. I'm also going to be doing a video on how to make money on YouTube in the future if today's video goes well. But in today's video, I just really wanted to talk about literally starting your YouTube channel. So I don't have any notes at all. I was gonna try to be a little bit more prepared for this video, but I literally have no notes. I'm just going off of memory basically. So if you guys are not already subscribed, make sure you hit the subscribe button below if you want to. I upload 3 times a week, Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday. So let's go ahead and get started. I get so many questions in real life on how to start a YouTube channel, on like how I started my YouTube channel, why I started, etc. / like how can you yourself start a YouTube channel. And I'm always like, what? Like, I don't have very many subscribers. I'm not like a super successful YouTube channel. I do make a little bit of money here and there. YouTube is definitely not my main source of income by far. Like, it's not even close. It hasn't gotten to that point. Maybe someday, because this is honestly what I love doing. Maybe someday it'll get there, but as of right now, I'm still a small channel. I'm still a small and struggling YouTuber. But I still get that question a lot on how you guys can start videos and how you guys can start your own YouTube channel. So I actually started 10 years ago. I'm gonna be doing a video very soon as well, reacting to my first video on YouTube 10 years ago. It's insane how long ago I just decided to pick up my camera one day and try recording. I deleted that video, I deleted the next one, I probably deleted the one after that, and then finally one day I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and post it and see what happens. So the very first piece of advice I wanna let you guys know is editing. So editing is a very, very, very important part of doing YouTube. You can't really put out videos unless you really know how to edit. You don't have to be good at editing. You don't have to know every single feature of the software that you're using. You just need to know the basics. And yes, you can still upload videos without editing them and, you know, just like your raw footage that you recorded. But I find myself, like, when I talk, sometimes I stutter, sometimes I like have to say the same sentence a couple times before it like sounds right, you know what I mean? So I feel like it's a lot more cleaner and a lot more just, it flows a little bit better if you know how to edit your videos. So the very first thing I suggest is getting editing software and learning how to use it. So I have always used the editing software that's come on my computer. The very first editing software that I've ever had experience with was Windows Movie Maker, because I had a, what was it, like Windows XP laptop back then. So I didn't have a fancy computer. When I started in 2010, my laptop was probably like 8 years old. It was super outdated. It had super outdated software. It was super slow, but it worked. Windows Movie Maker worked, and it worked well enough to edit my videos. So that is the first thing I started off with. So afterwards, I did eventually get a MacBook, and that was like 2011. So about a year after I started making videos, I got a MacBook Pro. And that was a lot better editing. It was a lot cleaner, a lot more just user-friendly. The software was very, very, very similar to Windows Movie Maker, so I didn't have to learn a whole new program. I felt like it was very similar, but it was just a lot more streamlined, a lot easier to use, and a lot faster. And eventually I upgraded to my iMac, but I've always used the same software. I still, to this day, use iMovie. And even if you guys film on your phones, if you guys have an iPhone, I know iPhones are super popular. I I don't own an iPhone, but you can edit videos on your iPhone. You can get Windows Movie Maker on your iPhone, so you literally have your camera and your software in one, which is awesome. I didn't have that option back then, but it's really cool to have these days. I remember I used to actually record on my MacBook, and I feel like everybody that started YouTube back then used to record on their MacBooks. The very first thing I suggest is, again, learning your editing software before you even start really making videos. So just record like some small clips on your phone, or some small clips if you have a camera or something like that. It can be anything. You can, you can be in the passenger seat of a car, you can record, you can just like put together a few clips. You can film your dogs or your pets or anything like that. Even yourself, even if you are comfortable with trying to film yourself for the first time. I know that I was really awkward in front of the camera for a really, really long time, but we'll talk about that in a second. Practice with clips on your phone or your camera or anything like that. Just practice editing that, getting to know your editing software. If you have anything you want to learn specifically, like how to create a voiceover or how to add green screen effects, green screen effects is like that stuff you can learn like later on after you've practiced your editing software. But if you want to make your own intros and stuff like that, learning green screen effects and how to layer things on iMovie is super important for that. But that's kind of like later on in your YouTube journey. In the beginning, just learn the basics. So if you do want to learn how to do like a basic title and everything, you don't know how to do that, or add music in the background, you can just go on YouTube and type that into the search engine, and it will come up with a lot of people that do iMovie tutorials. Or if you're not using iMovie, if you're using a different type of software, just type how to do this into YouTube. Get tutorials on how to do these different things, which is awesome. I self-taught myself for the most part. The only thing I didn't really know how to do was do a voiceover, so that I definitely had to go on YouTube and find. But for the most part, back when I started YouTube, there wasn't a lot of videos on how to edit your videos, how to use iMovie and stuff like that. There wasn't a whole lot of that online. I feel like there wasn't a whole lot of tutorials. Yeah, I'm basically self-taught myself. Just go on iMovie, like I said, practice with a few clips, learn the basics of editing, and then you start filming. So when it comes to filming your first YouTube video, first things first, you don't need the fanciest camera. You don't need like the best of everything to start your YouTube channel. You could use your phone to record videos. You don't need the fanciest software. Even if you had like a point and shoot little camera, that would work. I personally started YouTube with a Sony CyberShot point and shoot camera, and I did not have a tripod. I think it was like a 16 megapixel camera. Did not have a tripod. I literally put my camera in front of a mirror and then stack stuff on top of each other, like makeup boxes, like the box of your like foundation or like a perfume box. I used to just like stack them on top of each other and film that way because I didn't have a tripod, and you don't need one to start YouTube. Also, when it comes to lighting, I use a ring light and a natural lighting, of course, but sometimes I don't have natural lighting. Sometimes I'm solely using my ring light, which is awesome, but you don't need to spend money right away. If you're not completely sure that you want to do YouTube for a long time and you don't want to invest in, a tripod, a camera, lighting, etc., you don't need to do that in the very beginning. Just use natural lighting. So take your phone, if that's what you're filming with, go in front of a window and film videos there. That's what I used for a really long time. I actually just got this ring light like a couple years ago, but for the most part, you just film in front of a window, use your phone, and you can use the free editing software that came with your computer. You really don't need a lot to start a YouTube channel. All you have to do is just be confident and upload your first video. That's like the hardest part. That's the hardest part for everybody, is especially if you are a perfectionist and you're trying to get like the perfect first YouTube video, perfect hair, perfect makeup, if you're a guy, perfect lighting, perfect just like everything. There's no such thing as that, okay? You're gonna have the whole beginning part of my channel, like the first, oh my gosh, the first year, I probably would say the first year, I just was not comfortable at all talking to a camera. I wasn't comfortable filming, and I don't honestly know why, because technically you don't have an audience in front of you. You're literally talking to yourself, and I just wasn't comfortable doing that. I hated hearing my voice when it was recorded. I hated all of that, but I still did it anyways just because I was so interested in just doing YouTube. Back then, nobody was making any money from YouTube. It was just something that you did for fun. So I don't know, just back then I just was not comfortable with talking to myself or any of that stuff. And a lot of my first videos were just very awkward. I didn't even talk to the camera in my first YouTube video. So if I can do it and I'm still doing it like 10 years later, you can definitely do it for sure. So my first video was actually a makeup tutorial, and I just was so awkward that I could not even talk. I just did my makeup on camera and then put music on top of it. So I'm sure that your videos are gonna be a lot better than that. Also, that was filmed again on a Sony Cybershot 16 megapixel camera. Just really not great quality, but I tried. So yeah, you eventually do get more comfortable recording. You get more comfortable being in front of the camera and all of that stuff. Like, it just comes with practice. So your first video, no, it's not gonna be perfect. It's gonna be something that you look back on in probably a few years and you kind of cringe a little bit. But at least you started, at least you are doing what you want to do. If YouTube is what you want to do and you want to upload your first video, you want to do vlogs, you want to do whatever it is you want to do on YouTube, just start doing it. Start learning how to edit, start filming, and then just work up the courage to upload your first video. And that was really difficult for me as well. Like, you guys don't know how many videos that I filmed prior to uploading my first video that I just did not upload. The very first video I actually filmed was the MAC Hello Kitty haul, and that video did not even make it to YouTube. I thought I did a pretty good job, but I was just too scared back then to upload that onto YouTube. I was too scared of people from my high school and stuff like that finding me, finding my channel. I was too scared to upload that video. But can you guys imagine, like, if that video did really well on YouTube, if it went viral, like, what would have happened to my YouTube journey? I try not to think about that, but honestly, that's just one of the things. Like, if you think you have created good content and you're just too scared to upload it, just do it. Next thing, when it comes to starting a YouTube channel, you do want to be somewhat consistent when it comes to uploading. I would consider uploading at least once a week, if not more. But in the beginning, I suggest uploading at least once a week so you gain a following. Don't just do it random days either. Say you're gonna upload every Wednesday, and do it every Wednesday. Be consistent, and that's key to YouTube, is being consistent on your channel. So create a schedule. If you want to film, like, if you have one day a week that you can film, say it's like a Saturday, so film on Saturday and upload every single week on that same day. Just be consistent. Say you do end up having a filming schedule and you're gonna be uploading every single Wednesday. So when it comes to your filming day and you're like, what do I film? At least have a book of ideas on what you can film. You can write down ideas. You can write down, say you're gonna do a video on a specific thing, you can write down basically what you're gonna be talking about, and just like organize your thoughts, organize your ideas into a notebook. The next step I have for you guys is to pick a community on YouTube and try to stick to that for a while. For me personally, I was a beauty channel for a really long time. I just did beauty videos. I only did beauty videos for a while until I was just like, you know what, I want to expand my channel. I want to talk about other things. I want to be like, I want my channel to be completely my own. I want to do vlogs. I want to do beauty videos. I want it to be about everything that I'm interested in. And eventually I did that, but in the beginning, just start off with like finding your niche on YouTube. So if you want to do beauty videos, stick to doing beauty videos for a little while until you gain like a following, and then you can expand into different parts of YouTube, you know, if you want to be part of the pet community as well, or do like vlogs or something like that. The next tip I have for you guys is one that comes a little bit later on your YouTube journey. Well, I don't know. It depends on how fast your channel grows and how many people you reach in the beginning, but there's going to be companies that reach out to you. So there's going to be networks that reach out to you once you reach a certain amount of subscribers. I think it's like when I hit like 500 subscribers, I had networks reaching out to me being like, do you want to be part of our network? Do you want to join our network so you can get like monetized and all of this stuff? Don't do it. Don't do it. I hated being part of a network, and you're kind of stuck with that for however long your contract is. Getting out of a network, you're gonna have to like apply to get taken off of that network, and it takes like about a month, I guess, unless you want to leave your network and your network like disputes it. I don't know. That didn't happen to me. I just left, and it took a month for it to, and then it took like a month later for me to be completely out of that network. Yeah, there's like popular networks out there like Style Hall and all of that stuff. I think that was more like back in 2014 and stuff like that. People were part of networks. I think that's when I joined my network, was back in 2014, and I left at probably the end of 2016 because they do take a cut of your YouTube earnings, and the network that I was a part of personally just didn't help grow my channel. They didn't help with anything. They were just basically monetizing my videos and earning a cut of my pay and not really doing anything. I asked them to make me a banner or teach me how to make thumbnails because they said my channel needed to be better. They definitely gave me like critique on my channel. They're like, you need to have better thumbnails. You need to work on having shorter YouTube videos. Like your videos need to be under 5 minutes. You need to have like a backdrop in the back of your video, so it's not like your computer or the back of your bed or anything like that. Just have a backdrop that's clean. They were just trying to change me too much that I felt like it's not what I wanted. And I specifically told them like, no, I'm not getting a backdrop. I will learn how to do my thumbnails better if you guys teach me, but they never did. They never helped me make a banner, nothing like that. So being part of a network just wasn't it for me, and I just don't think it's a good idea for you either. So another thing that's very important about YouTube videos that I just talked about is a channel banner as well as thumbnails. So yeah, thumbnails, keeping them consistent is very important. And also, last but not least, I'm probably missing a bunch of other tips that I have for you guys, but the last thing that I do want to talk about is channel banners. So I actually did mine on PicMonkey super long time ago, and I still really like it, so I haven't changed it. Channel banners are just super annoying to me. I just don't like making channel banners. They're really annoying because they have to be a specific dimension and like a specific length, width, etc. It's annoying. So I created mine on PicMonkey. So yeah, channel banners are super important because that's the first thing people see when they come to your actual YouTube channel. Like when they click on your page, that's what they see. Create one that's cool, that you enjoy, that you like, and then make sure you put like your social medias and stuff on there as well. It's another thing that I wanted to talk about. So when I personally started YouTube, I didn't want people to find my channel at all. Like I was super embarrassed by it, and for good reason, because literally I was so cringe back then. Like I was so awkward in front of the camera, but I didn't want people to find my channel. But don't do that. Okay, don't do that. Promote your channel as much as possible. If you don't have like Twitter or something, sign up for Twitter, promote your channel, Instagram, screenshot your videos, put it in your Insta story, put your YouTube channel in your Instagram bio. Share your videos on Facebook to your friends and family. I don't do that still because it's just, I have a lot of like coworkers and stuff on Facebook that I just don't want them to find my channel. But if they do randomly find it, then that's cool, that's fine. But I don't want to share my videos on Facebook personally. But you know, just whatever you're comfortable with. Share your videos on social media, on the social media platforms that you are comfortable sharing them on. Like I said, Instagram is a really good one to promote your videos, to promote your content. You'll get more followers and support and all of that just by, you know, sharing your videos, sharing your channel. And of course you want your friends and family to watch your videos, don't you? So that is pretty much it for my tips on starting a YouTube channel in 2020. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you guys that want to start YouTube, that you guys just do it, because honestly, there is nothing to lose. For reals, just do it. So that is it for my video. I will see you guys soon in my next one. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. I upload 3 times a week, Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I will see you guys soon. Bye everyone.